Hello everyone, welcome back. In this video I'll be opening and assembling the LEGO Spider-Man set 76163, the Venom Crawler. It comes with Spider-Man, Iron Venom and Carnage. So this is the front of the box and this is the back of the box. Basically the premise of this set is you've got a Spider-Man in his spider buggy, a Carnage figure with a weapon and an Iron Venom. So that's a Venom who's either taken over an Iron Man suit or taken over Tony Stark, one or the other. Either of which is a very cool figure. And it does make a change from the normal Venom figures you get these days. So we'll open the box up. I think I purchased this from Tesco's, but it comes with 3 bags. Put the box over here, put the scissors over here. Have a reasonable size instruction book here. This is essentially this is another it's a different take on the mech sets, which Marvel seems to be Lego Marvel seems to be producing. So this is the first bits. So bag number 1 has Spider-Man and Carnage in the spider buggy in the first bag. We have the body of the Venom mech in the second bag, and then we have the legs and the tail of the Venom mech in the third bag, and the Iron Venom figure, which I do think is actually quite cool. So we'll start off with Spider-Man's buggy and Carnage. I don't see Lego producing another, I was about to say amazing, if you pardon the pun, amazing Spider-Man figure. Any Spider-Man fans will actually know what that means. If you don't, do feel free to refer to the comics. So we've got 2 bags in here. Put these to one side. First of all, we build Spider-Man himself. So here we have our Spider-Man figure. And some not bad, some nice detailing. The body works okay. The face and the mask is not too bad. So we'll put him here. It basically is your standard Lego Spider-Man figure, which they do seem to be producing an awful lot of at the moment. So next we make our Carnage figure. I've got a few of these as well now. So there's a bit more detail on Carnage, which I do like. He has his like Halloween-y pumpkin type face, and they have done some nice detailing on the front, as you can see. Not much on the arms, but on the body, and you show you the head as well. So you've got some nice detailing on the head as well. So we'll put Carnage there. Carnage has a weapon, which it's like a mace that he makes out of his own body. So anyone who doesn't know who Carnage is like a nastier Venom spawn, and basically he's just a nastier, more psychopathic version of Venom. And he's going to be appearing in the next Venom movie as well. So, which was actually quite a good film. If you're old enough, it's well worth a watch. It is quite funny. It's quite funny. The humour gets a bit dark in places, but it's still quite good. Got to find a little red dot piece, which is in here somewhere. There we go. There we have Carnage's weapon, which is like a manifestation of his own body. So there we have Carnage with his weapon. We'll put him next to Spidey. Put it down there, so hopefully it'll stand up. There we go. him and Spidey can stand over there. Next we start building the spider buggy. So we start off with one of these axle pieces, a blue 2x2, a grey 2x2. That's what we have so far. Next we put a couple of these right angled pieces on. Then we have a 4x4 base plate piece goes on there. Then we build exactly the same bit of axle for the back. So we have a axle piece, the blue 2x2, the grey 2x2, followed up by the right angled pieces. Like so, there we go. Next we put 4 of these blue square one dot square pieces. Then a couple of these pieces go on next. With a couple of grey, silvery grey vent pieces on. Like so, as you can see, just show you that bit now. Then you've got these red right angled pieces go on the side here. That's what we've got so far for the build. So we've got a double hook piece goes on the back with an 8x1 flat piece goes on, 8x1 flat studded piece goes on there. Then another red double hook piece goes on the front with a couple of attachment pieces. And then we have a couple of grey 2x2s. They go on there like so, as you can see. You've got a grey 2x1 standard brick and a grey silver vent piece. And then we have some blue 2x1 pieces with a hook connector go on the back. And a 1x4 blue piece goes on the back, and some couple of blue vent pieces. This is pretty much sticking to Spider-Man's colours, this is buggy. And we've got 6 more of these 2x1 pieces to go on here. There we go, got those pieces there. That's the buggy so far. Does look quite good. So you've got a couple of these clear blue pieces like this. These are quite good bricks. That makes a little container on the back, and we have a red curved slope piece on it, and you put a sticker number 1, which is basically the spider symbol, on the front. just in case people don't know it's Spider-Man's buggy. A couple of pieces to go on the side, so we have one of these and a blue one piece goes in there. We've got to need to make another one of these. These bits go on the side. Then we have a couple of red flat one pieces go on the side there, and a couple of these pieces here. There we go, got those pieces there. Next we got a couple of these red angled pieces on it. Oh no, we don't need one of those. Aha, that's me not reading the instructions. That's what we've got so far for this build. Next we've got to put some bumper bars on the back and front of this buggy. And some wheel arch pieces, which are the pieces that they sometimes use as air vents on the Speed Champion sets, so like so, as you can see. And we've got to turn this upside down, and we've got these clear domed pieces go on the bottom here. I think this is to hold it together. Then we've got to put the wheels on the buggy. The wheels will only go on the vehicle one way anyway, so stick the wheels on it. Then we've got a grey steering wheel goes in there, and a roll bar goes on the back, like so. There we have the spider buggy so far. Now we've got a little windscreen that goes on the front here, and a couple of these pieces here go on the roll bar. A couple of side light pieces made up of one of these and a yellow round flat piece. There we go, that's the couple of pieces on the side there. Then we've got to make the blaster pieces, which go on the side here. They can be used as guns as well, so which is quite nice. Then we've got these white studs. Ooh, nearly. These white studs which go in the buggy here, and you're able to fire them. So I'm personally going to stick one on the back of each one, just to keep them all together. So Oh, I missed some headlights off. Aha. We do have an extra couple of headlights to go on this as well, because either I read the instructions wrong or here we have our completed spider buggy. It does look quite cool. And we stick Spider-Man in his buggy now, so not quite sure why you need one, but the fact that Marvel Comics did it a few years ago is a good indication that Lego probably aren't going to give up on this, because it's quite a nice, easy build for them. So, and it does look quite good as well. So next we start on bag number 2, which is the body of the Venom of the Venom mech. Open this bag up here. There will be some a little bit of complex Technic Lego building in this, so but I don't see that being a major issue. So we start off quite simply with one of these and a 4x1 in black in the middle, with a couple of 3x2s on each end. Then you have a couple of red 2x2s. So this is what we have so far. Next we put another couple of black 3x2s. Then another black 8x1 and a 4x1 goes in the middle, like so. Then we have a blue 2x2 standard brick and a red 2x2 standard brick, Spider-Man colours again. So then we have a couple of these Technic Lego 5-hole pieces. On one side of these, so you put one on that side, and then the one that goes on the side, which is nearest to me at the moment, has a Technic Lego piece going in there, like this. I'll try and show you this. That bit goes in the middle. Then we have one of these pieces here and a Technic Lego grey connector goes in like that, and then we make another 3 of those. Put these 4 pieces on the corners here. They go on like so. Right, now we have a couple of white 1 brick pieces go on the back here. Hopefully when it stays on there. A 4x1 goes on the front, and a green piece goes on the back there, like so. Next you have should have 2 black 3x2s and 2 black 4x1s. Then a black 2x4 and 2 white right angle pieces go on the front, like so. That's what we have so far for our mech. Next we've got a red smooth piece with a single stud in the middle and a small red cone piece. Goes on the front with 2 of these pieces, 2 of these little pieces together. Find the other one with a couple of white tooth-like pieces. Like so. These bits go on the front here. Then we've got to make another 2 of those. There's another one in here somewhere. There we go, so now we've got to put a couple more of these white tooth pieces in there. There we go, it goes on there like so. Next we have a white 3x2 and a couple of white 2x1s go on top there. That's the body so far. We've got to make what looks like a bit more of the mouth. So starts off with 2 red 4x1s, a red 3x2, sorry, my apologies, a couple of red holder pieces with a couple more of the white teeth pieces. Like so, and this bit here goes on the front. That's what we've got so far for our build. Next we've got to build the bits that go in these these spaces here. So it starts off with one of these, a cream coloured 3 long Technic stud with one of these connector pieces, and another one of these goes on the end here. So we've got 4 of these now. Got to make up another 3. Another 2 to make up now. So that's those bits going on there. There we go, that's what we got on there so far. Got a couple more small pieces to go on the side. And a couple of grey smooth pieces with the stud in the middle goes on there. A 6x4 base plate. A white 2x1. Nearly. That's moving, that's okay. And a couple more of these grey piece with the Lego stud in the middle. Couple of headlight pieces going there, and a white 2x1 with a connector hook on it, like so. This is the body so far of the neck. We've got to make like the seat now for it, so we've got 4 of these pieces here. We've got a black 2x1 flat piece and a black 2x1 white piece. These 2 pieces go together like that. As you can see, the black one's the smooth one. Going to need 2 of these. So and we've got 2 of these black slightly curved pieces here like this. Go on where we've got the connector pieces, connector headlight pieces. There we go, thought I lost that piece, but that's what we've got so far for this part of the build. And then we've got a bit of Technic Lego building to go in here. So we start off with a Technic wheel, and we stick a little bit of rubber around the side of it there. This bit goes in here like so. We'll leave that upside down, and then we now get an 8 Technic axle like so, a red stopper or spacer, a grey 2x1 piece like this, Technic piece, and then stick that through here. The idea is you've got to get this onto the wheel, push that all the way in, there we go, it's got that piece in there, and this piece now moves round. So you've got the moving parts, which I do like on Lego. So then we've got to turn this around and put the spacer and the grey bit on the opposite side. I think that's how the legs are going to move. So as you can see, Lego have given clear instructions as to how that's meant to be. And now we've got some bits to go on So we start off with one of these, a long grey piece, a long grey Technic connector with a white spacer, and a couple of Technic connector joints, cross Technic connector joints with a ball joint on the ends, like so. Got to make this is what we have. Got to make another one of those. Just run that through now. And these bits go on here, on the side like that. They're not going to stay still just yet, because I think they've got to have a little bit of give in them anyway. So next we've got a couple of mini wheel pieces to go on here. I think this is just to aid movement, so this is the axle piece, and these are the small wheel pieces. And these pieces here go on the end bits here. like so. So when this actually goes along, which I'll try and show you now, I think this is going to roll, this is meant to roll along using that rubber wheel there, and the legs are going to move, I think. But I won't commit to that just yet, so I've got to turn this over and put a couple of, this is going to be part of the leg mechanism. So we start off with one of these, a red two technical leg connector, and one of these. That goes like that. I've got to make another 3 of those. One of these, try and find the other bit before my eyesight fails me completely. They don't actually give you, on the standard Lego sets, these pieces have a number on it. I'm not sure you can see that on there. But on Technic sets, they give you the number on that bit there to make it a bit easier to build. I think they should do that with these ones as well. But now these 4 bits here go on the Technic Lego connectors we put in earlier. As you can see, like so. Still not getting any movement out of it yet, but I'm getting a little bit of movement, so next we have to make the next connector piece, which is, starts off with one of these with a couple of these with a cross connector on one end and a ball joint on the other, and a standard grey Technic connector on there, as you can see. Got to make up another 3 of these. Couple more of these go in here, just putting these in here now. Then these pieces here attach on these holes here. On here they seem to stand up upright, but because these connectors aren't the tight ones, they're not going to do that. So that's what we've got so far for our mech body. Now this is where it all starts to come together. We've got 4 of these pieces here, and these pieces here are attached to the ball joints. This should enable the actual model to move. So I'm just attaching this now. It does look quite clever, so as you can see, that is now moving up and down now. So when we attach the legs, that will look quite good. Now we've got to do the head. So we start off with one of these. Put 2 of these together and stick those in that bit there. Then we've got a couple of 1 pieces, a 2x1 Technic 2-hole piece goes on the back there like so. A couple of white pieces go on there, like so. And a couple of these white right-angled pieces go together with a couple of these white flat pieces with the stud in the middle go there. This goes on the front with a black 2x1 there. So you've got that bit there. Then you've got a white 4x2 and a black 2x1 goes on there. And then another black angled piece goes on the top there. And then we put sticker number 2 on the top here with the Venom sort of goo going down towards the end of Now we stick got one of these black weapon blaster pieces goes on here. Got a little black angled piece goes on the back, like so. And that goes on there like that. Now we've got a couple of these white pieces here. And you put them together with a Technic black connector, like so. Then we stick a couple of these cross and round connectors on there. Stick this bit on what is actually the tail, like so. And then stick the tail in the back there. It does look a little bit more menacing now than it did at the beginning. We've definitely put the head on now, so we start off with one of these pieces here, goes on those 2 middle bricks we put on earlier, a couple of antennas I think this may be for controlling the vehicle. Then we have our head for our Venom. This is quite a cool brick really. And it makes it, and it's well worth the. It's almost worth buying the set for this brick, to be honest with you. So there we have it. It does look quite menacing. Does look very menacing. Then we have a Lego lamp piece which goes in here, and that goes on the back here. And that is bag 2 so far. Still got a few spare parts here, but I don't think I've missed anything so far. So I'm going to try and do this video all in one. If this video ends, there will be a second video. So, but this bit should just really be the legs. So this does look like Tony Stark's been overtaken by Venom. So that does make the figure that little bit cooler. So this build is the legs should be 6 legs and a Iron Venom figure, which is seriously cool. But we will see. Yeah, it's definitely a Tony Stark being taken over by the Venom symbiote rather than Eddie Brock. So here we have our Iron Man suit being taken over by the Venom symbiote, and you have the 2 faces. You have the Iron Man face and the Tony Stark face, and the helmet is like a full Iron Man Venom helmet. And the only way you can tell it's a Iron Venom is the fact they have left some red on there, as you can see. It's quite a cool figure really, and it's probably one of the main reasons I bought this set. So we'll put Iron Venom down here a minute. Oh, he comes with the standard jet pieces on his feet, and the standard firing pieces they give you in Lego these days. I do quite like these, and probably would have quite liked these when I was young enough to be able to play, sit and play with Lego, because I could have had a lot of fun with these. I quite probably would have lost some as well. That's where probably Lego can make their money. So there we have Iron Venom. Now that is a nice figure, because it is actually Tony Stark, so it's been taken over by the symbiote. Not that Eddie Brock would give it up, but we'll stick him there. We will continue with the legs on here now. So this is the instruction, we've got to do 4 times. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab 4 pieces each time and show you one at a time. So we've got a 3x1, a 2x1 with a connector piece on, like so. If I do it this way, I will be clearing the bricks down quicker and get a bit more done. Next, we've got a couple of what used to be like headlight pieces, like so. Stick these on the other ones. This will save me turning the pages back again. And it should make the build a bit quicker as well. Next we've got to put one of these pieces on here, on the end here, like so. Then we have one of these 2x2 black pieces, goes on the top here like so. Next we put two of these little claw pieces in on the grey end of the build. And a black 2x1 smooth piece goes on there like so, as you can see. I'm just going to do the same with the other pieces now. A couple more of these to go on. Now we've got 4 of these pieces here to go on the top. And each one of these has sticker number 3 on them, with the venom going down towards the bottom of the curve. Another one of these. There we go, got 4 of those. Now we've got a mini axle piece to put together. So we've got 4 of these red. So we start off with these 2 pieces here and a greeny grey connector piece. Like so. Got to build another 4 of these. Then these pieces here, which I made 4 of, go in the back of these. Like so. As you can see, just going to connect these on very quickly. Then next we got four of these pieces here and one of these. So we put that piece on there like so. Got to do that 4 times. Don't think it matters which way it goes on. Don't think there's going to be any spacing issues with it. So, and then these bits here connect like that. Just going to do the same with the others quickly. So that's these 4 legs built. Find out where they connect now. Now these legs here connect on these bits on the side here. So you've got to put these facing what would be up when it's on its wheels, and then attaching the legs like so. Oh God. There's our mech so far. Try and show you this in a minute, but it's basically a spider. It does look really, well, it's not quite a spider, it's a creature. It is a spider, it does have 8 legs, so I'm fine with that. So there we go. Does look quite cool so far. Now we've got to do the other 4 legs, which will be slightly different. So we start off with one of these. So I'm going to find 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we've got put some ball joint pieces on, so like so. Attach these quickly. Then some old headlight pieces, like so. There is a lot of repetition in this set, but it's not the journey, it's the destination. So then we've got one of these connector pieces here that goes on there like so. Another 4 of these. Then we have put one of these on here like so. That goes on the ball joint end, so you don't want to get that mixed up. Then we're putting the white teeth in again. And the black, flat black 2x1. I am rushing through the bits when after if it's on a repetition, because it's not. So bear with me. I'll be back on the next instructions soon. And the next instruction is the same. Is similar to the other one, but we've got 4 of these. We attach one of these on there like so, and with the sticker number 3 again. So try and get the sticker as close as you can to the top, like so. Then we've got to attach these. From the amount of Lego I've got here, I know this build is nearly done. So thank you for bearing with me on this video. It has been a bit longer than most of my videos. So I will be starting on my next video. I'm hoping to be starting a big multi-part building project. So if you'd like to follow me on that, hopefully I will be doing the Daily Bugle building, which I have been gifted by my eldest daughter for Father's Day. So I've obviously done something right somewhere. And so next we've got to put the legs on. If you'd be interested in watching that, do feel free to leave it in the do feel free to mention in the comments or anything like that. So that's the legs again. So these bits here are very similar. They just use ball joint connectors instead of the Technic cross connectors. So these ball joint legs go on. This is where the fun bit comes in. It is a bit flimsy to put it all together, but I have a feeling it's one of those builds that's going to be worth it. So I'm going to do this very carefully, as carefully as I possibly can. You can move these legs out any angle you want. It is actually a better build than I thought it was going to be when I saw it in the box or in the shop. So this isn't the best surface for running it along, but as you can see, there's lots of movement in that, and that is quite cool. Probably freak one of my daughters out, but it does actually look quite cool. It moves like a spider. So, oh, I missed a bit before I got a bit excited there. So there we have Venom's red tongue, and we got to put one of the little black studs in his weapon. There isn't really a proper space to actually put the other red black studs in, so I'm probably going to stick them in that gap there. But I think that's where Carnage is supposed to sit when he's riding on that. So obviously the Symbiont and Carnage are obviously working together in this particular scenario. So overall, this is quite a good build, and I'm quite impressed with it. So I will quickly set it up so we can see how it all comes together. Obviously I'm going to attach some of the pieces on the side there, because I like to keep my figures together. So you've got some nice figures with it. The Iron Venom figure is really cool, because I didn't realise it was actually Tony Stark being fully infected by Arthur, or being Eddie Brock. But this is actually quite cool, because as you can see, it's got lots of movement, which I do like in my Lego. If you watch my Lego videos regularly, you will be aware. It does look quite cool. The front of it is nice. I'm not sure what it's modified from. The spider buggy is actually quite cool in this build as well. It's probably the best spider buggy build I've seen so far in my Lego experience anyway. There probably are other sets out there. If you have any opinions on that, do feel free to leave it in the comments at the end, and I will endeavour to give you a mention on one of my upcoming videos. So this is what we've got. This is the build. This is quite cool. This does look really good, and if the movement makes it, in my opinion. It goes along. It's got its tail. Here comes the Venom mech, which is quite nice, and the spider buggy is actually going to defeat the pair of them as well. So that the spider buggy looks quite nice, and it doesn't look like they've done half a job with it as well. Really, in my opinion, they've actually put a little bit of effort into making it. I'm not sure what the one's going to be like in the Daily Bugle set, but we will see on my upcoming videos. So, hope you enjoyed this video. If you have, do feel free to like, share and subscribe. If you have any comments or feedback regarding this video, do feel free to leave it at the end. I'd like to thank my regular subscribers on YouTube and Instagram. Thank you very much for your continued support, and I hope it continues. Stay safe, keep building, and I hope very much to see you on my upcoming videos. Thank you for watching.